Okay, so imagine this scenario. Your phone rings, you see it's maybe your grandchild calling,
Hmm.
you pick up, and their voice. It's frantic, panic. They're telling you they've been arrested, they need money, like right now.
Oh, man.
You'd do anything, right? Every instinct just screams, help!
Absolutely. That's exactly the situation Marilyn Crawford found herself in.
Right, she heard what she was convinced was her grandson Ian's voice, pleading for $9,000.
$9,000.
Yeah, to get out of jail because he supposedly stole a car.
Oh.
She was anxious, ready to wire the money.
Understandably.
But here's the chilling part. It wasn't Ian. It was a scammer using something, well, terrifyingly advanced, using AI to mimic his voice perfectly.
Weaponizing the smartphone right in her hand.
Exactly. We're security experts, and our focus is really laser sharp on online crime, especially these scams hitting seniors hard.
Yeah, it's a growing problem.
So today we're doing a deep dive into how criminals are using artificial intelligence, AI, to create these incredibly convincing deceptions.
Deceptions that can really bypass our gut feelings sometimes.
Totally. Our mission here is to unpack these new threats, show you the warning signs, and give you clear, practical steps to protect yourself, your money, and, honestly, your peace of mind.
We've looked at some really eye-opening sources on this.
Yeah, and we want to pull out what really matters and why this is so vital for you to know, like, right now.
So looking back at Marilyn's story, well, it's more than just, a sad story. It shows how sophisticated these scams have become.
Definitely.
She was sure it was Ian. The
Yeah.
voice was that good. And the detail that really stands out, she was told, don't tell anyone.
Ah, the secrecy tactic. Classic scam move.
Right. But this wasn't just some pre-recorded message. Experts are pretty sure this was AI voice cloning.
And AI, artificial intelligence, we hear about it everywhere. It's in our streaming recommendations, our GPS.
Yeah, it does a lot of helpful things, but this is the dark side. Bad actors using it to trick people.
So how does that work exactly? How can AI mimic a voice so well?
Well, it's all about complex algorithms. AI, in this context, learns the patterns in someone's speech, the pitch, the tone, the rhythm,
Okay.
and then it can generate new speech that sounds just like them. Peter Warmka, he's a retired CIA officer, calls AI a playground for these scammers.
A playground. That's unsettling.
And get this, they only need about 3 to 5 seconds of a voice sample.
Wait, 3 to 5 seconds. That's it?
That's it, just a tiny clip.
Wow. Okay. That's hardly anything. So where are they even getting these little voice samples?
Well, that's the really disturbing part. It's often shockingly easy. They get it from our digital footprint.
You mean like social media?
Exactly. Social media posts, maybe old video clips you uploaded years ago, voice messages, things you've forgotten about.
Oh, man. All those silly videos I posted.
Yeah. One expert put it really well. In the old days, you wouldn't have put a filing cabinet on your front lawn. Now we've put it all out there on social media.
That's a powerful analogy. So those little digital crumbs.
They're gold mines for scammers. With just those few seconds, they can create a dynamic version of the voice, one that can actually read a script the scammer types out.
So it can say anything they want it to say in that person's voice.
Precisely.
It really makes you rethink what you share online. And you mentioned this isn't just about voices. This ties into deepfakes, right?
Absolutely. Voice cloning is one type of deepfake. But the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, they've warned about deepfakes more broadly.
What does that mean more broadly?
It means highly realistic videos, too. AI that can manufacture what appear to be real events. So making it look like someone said or did something they never actually did.
Wow. So fake videos on top of fake voices, that's a whole new level of deception.
It really is.
Yeah.
And this emergency scam or grandparent scam, when you supercharge it with this AI technology, it becomes incredibly effective. It hits us right where we're vulnerable, our instinct to protect family.
And the financial cost is staggering. You said Canadians lost nearly $3 million to this type of scam just in 2024.
Almost 3 million, yeah. Just reported losses. So the real number is likely higher. And think about what that money represents. People's savings, their security.
It's devastating. But the voice, even a cloned one, isn't the only trick they use, is it? They layer other things on top.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They layer it. A really common tactic they combine with the AI voice is something called phone spoofing.
Phone spoofing. What's that exactly?
It means they fake the caller ID information. So when your phone rings, it looks like the call is coming from a number you trust.
Like your grandchild's actual phone number, or maybe the police department.
Exactly. It could show up as grandson Ian, or local police dept, or even a government agency.
So you hear the familiar voice and see the familiar number. Wow, That makes it incredibly convincing, doesn't it?
It really does. It's
Yeah.
designed to just shut down your skepticism immediately. It's a very powerful combination.
Okay. And do they always ask for the money directly, or?
Often, no. They might use an intermediary. Like the grandchild makes the frantic call, then says, "Here, talk to my lawyer," or "talk to the police officer."
So they bring in a fake authority figure.
Right. Someone who sounds official, adds legitimacy, and really ramps up the pressure. Makes it feel even more real and urgent.
Okay, so the pressure, the familiar voice, the familiar number, and then comes the ask for money. How do they typically want you to pay? This seems important.
Critically important, because this is often a huge red flag. They will always ask for payment in ways that are really hard to reverse or trace,
Like what?
like wire transfers, for one. Or they'll tell you to go buy gift cards like store gift cards or Visa gift cards, and then read them the numbers and pins over the phone.
Gift cards. That sounds so strange for an emergency.
It is. That's the point. Or they might demand cryptocurrency. These methods are chosen because once that money is sent, poof, it's usually gone for good.
Okay, so wire transfers, gift cards, crypto, definitely be suspicious if someone asks for those.
Absolutely. Legitimate organizations or even family in a real crisis just don't operate that way.
This all sounds so sophisticated it could feel overwhelming, but you mentioned red flags. What are the key signals people should tune into, even if they're feeling panicked?
That's the crucial part, learning the signals.
Oh.
So, number one, pressure. Anytime you get an unsolicited call asking for money or info and they're pushing you to act immediately, that's a huge warning sign.
That frantic energy, you have to do this and now.
Exactly. They're trying to short-circuit your thinking. Second, emotional manipulation. If you hesitate, if you start asking questions, they might get flustered, maybe even angry or guilt-tripping.
Trying to make you feel bad for questioning them.
Right. Third, those specific payment demands we just talked about. Gift cards, crypto, wire transfers, big red flag.
Okay. Pressure, emotional manipulation, weird payment methods. What else?
And finally, even with the AI voice cloning, sometimes, just sometimes,
Yeah.
your gut might pick up on something. Remember Marilyn? She said the voice sounded slightly different.
Ah, right. But she ignored it in the panic.
Exactly. So, trust your gut. If something feels even a tiny bit off about the voice or the situation, don't dismiss that feeling. Pause.
Okay, pause and trust your gut.
Mhm.
It feels like fighting back is possible then. What are some concrete things people can do? Like, what's the #1 countermeasure?
One of the best, simplest things recommended by Peter Warmka, the former CIA officer, is to set up a safe word with your family and close friends.
A safe word, like in the movies.
Kind of, yeah. A predetermined word or phrase that only you guys know. If someone calls claiming to be, say, your grandson in trouble, you just ask, what's the safe word?
And if they don't know it?
You hang up, instantly know it's a scam, or you could ask a question only the real person would know. Like, what was the name of your first pet? Something personal.
That's brilliant. So simple, but really effective. What if you haven't set up a safe word yet and you get one of these calls? What's the immediate next step?
This is absolutely critical. Verify independently. Do not just call back the number that appeared on your caller ID.
Why not?
Because remember the spoofing. That number might be fake, controlled by the scammers. Calling it back just reconnects you with them.
Ah, okay, so what do you do?
Hang up. Then text the person who supposedly called you, using the contact you already have stored in your phone. Or, even better, call them back using the number you have saved for them.
Got it. Use your existing contacts, not the incoming call info.
Exactly. And if you can't reach that person directly, call someone else in the family. Hey, have you heard from Ian? I got a weird call. Verify through a known, trusted channel.
Makes sense. Verify, verify, verify. Now, thinking back to how they get those voice samples, what about social media? Should we be changing settings?
Yes, that's a really important proactive step. Go into your social media privacy settings. Look at who can see your posts, especially posts with audio or video.
And limit them.
Limit them to people you actually know and trust. Friends only, not public. It makes it harder for scammers to just scrape your voice data. It's like putting a lock on that digital filing cabinet.
Good advice. Lock down the source material. And finally, just that human element. It's hard not to panic.
It really is. Katie Shilton, she's an information science professor. Her advice is key. People should know that this is a growing kind of crime and should be a little bit suspicious of frantic, threatening phone calls.
So just being aware helps.
Tremendously. Never feel rushed. It is always okay to hesitate. It's okay to say, let me call you back, or I need to check on something. Ask questions. Take a breath. That pause can save you.
Take a breath. That's solid advice. Now, let's say the worst happens. Someone does fall victim to one of these scams. What should they do then, and how fast?
Speed is absolutely crucial if you realize you've been scammed. First step, whatever payment method you used, contact the company involved immediately.
So if it was a credit card, call the credit card company. Bank transfer, call the bank.
Exactly. Gift cards. Call the company that issued the gift card. Explain what happened, report it as fraud, ask if they can reverse the charge or freeze the funds.
Okay, act fast with the financial institutions.
Yes. For debit and credit cards, you'll definitely need to cancel those cards and get new ones issued to prevent further fraud.
Right. And besides trying to claw back the money, should people report the scam itself?
Absolutely, yes. It's incredibly important. Report it to your local police department.
Even if the money is likely gone?
Yes. Because reporting helps law enforcement track these scams, identify patterns, and potentially warn others in the community. It also helps build awareness.
Okay, local police. Anywhere else?
Definitely file a complaint with the Federal Trade Commission, the FTC. Their website is reportfraud.ftc.gov. You can also report to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau or the Better Business Bureau's scam tracker.
So the more places you report, the better the overall picture authorities have.
Exactly. Every report adds a piece to the puzzle.
Okay, we've definitely covered a lot today. It's clear AI has given scammers this really potent new weapon, making these emergency calls sound frighteningly real.
Yeah, tapping right into that instinct to protect family.
But the good news is, you're not defenseless. You now have tools. You know about the red flags.
That's right. You've got the idea of the safe word now. You know how crucial independent verification is always calling back on a number you know.
Recognizing those warning signs, the intense pressure, the weird payment requests, trusting your gut if something feels off.
Your awareness, your vigilance, that's your best shield.
And it's fascinating, isn't it? This AI tech they're misusing, it was developed for good things.
Totally. For art, film, accessibility tools like helping people who've lost their voice, even the voice assistants we use every day.
And I heard there's research into things like watermarking AI-generated content.
Yeah, that's an active area, developing ways to embed signals into AI output so we can tell if something is synthetic, if it's AI-generated, versus a real recording or video.
So technology might help provide solutions down the line.
Hopefully. But until then, and even after then, vigilance is key. Technology evolves, and so do the scams.
So the takeaway is, stay informed, stay a little bit skeptical of urgent, unsolicited requests.
And always, always verify. Your security really starts with that simple step. Verify before you act.